Дамы и господа, наступил момент, который вы все так долго ждали. Лига ACA с гордостью представляет вам главное событие сегодняшнего вечера. Пятираундовый бой за титул чемпиона мира ACA в легчайшем весе. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you all have been waiting for. ACA League proud to present the main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds, a bantamweight ACA Championship of the World. Представляю вам официальных лиц. Your officials. Главный судья, head judge, Ахмед Байсултанов. Судьи у клетки, at cage-side judges scoring this championship bout. Магомед Магомедов, Александр Пападопoulos, Фарид Нагаев и Артур Шайхов. Ваш судья-хронометрист, your timekeeper, Малик Нухов. И со звуком сирены ваш рефери в октагоне. And when the siren sounds, your referee in charge, Виктор Корнеев. Итак, дамы и господа на трибунах, миллионы фанатов смешанных боев во всем мире в прямом эфире с арены спортхолл Колизей. Главный бой вечера, бой за титул чемпиона! Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and the millions of MMA fans joining us around the world, live the Coliseum Sports Hall Arena draws me the main bout of the evening. This is the championship bout! Представляю вам соперников. И первым претендента в синем углу клетки. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. Бойцу 28 лет, рост 165 сантиметров, вес 61,7 килограмма. He's 28 years old, he stands 165 centimeters tall, weighing at 61.7 kilos. В его активе 24 победы, 5 поражений. His professional record 24 victories and 5 defeats. Его стиль ММА. Дамы и господа, ladies and gentlemen, представляющий Грозный, Чеченская Республика, Россия, приветствуйте, Абдул Рахман Дудаев! А вот и его соперник красного угла клетки, обладатель чемпионского пояса. And his opponent across the cage, fighting over the red corner, the champion! Бойцу 33 года. Рост 162 сантиметра, вес 61,5 килограмма. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 33 years old. He stands 162 centimeters tall. Official weight 61,05 kilos. Профессиональный рекорд 27 боев, 6 поражений. His professional record 27 victories and 6 losses. His talent striker. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Maracaibo, Brazil, here is Daniel Oliveira del Alvendo Jubileu!
Fighters to stand up. Okay, gentlemen, you're professional, it's a title fight. Okay, you're fighting 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Okay, still active all time. If I say stop, I stop. Okay, you're a professional, show clean fight, touch gloves. Go corner.
Oh, Viktor Korneyev takes charge of our main event of the evening. There is the tail of the tape. Slight height and reach advantage of the hometown fighter Abdul Rakhman Dudaev, but the belt is still in the hands of that man, Daniel Jubileu. Jubileu in the red corner, Dudaev in the blue. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Brad Pickett, and a heavy right hand from Daniel Jubileu already.
Good exchange straight away.
Look at that, there's the scramble though. This is what we knew would happen. They're so equal in every single department, Brad.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting from position to position. I think someone might need to remind them that it's a 5-round fight.
But Daniel Jubileu taking the back early. Not quite got that second hook in though, Brad.
He's maybe fall off the side, but what's keeping him on is that cross wrist control. He's stopping him from falling off.
Wasting no time to engage these two.
That's the thing though, Brian. Also, both these fighters are very creative in all areas. So like sometimes you get very used to certain styles, but these styles are so hard to get used to because they have different things, they do different setups than most people.
Pressure and pace. Daniel Oliveira is looking to put on Dudaev. And I did have the question in my own head, will he try and keep range, because Dudaev's grappling is so good. He has such confidence in his own skill set, Brad.
He has very good jiu-jitsu as well. We've seen that multiple times in these fights. Also, I think it's quite a good ploy here by Jubilee to keep this distance because Abdul Rakhman Dudaev.
A neat little trip there and almost the neck left open for Dudaev to engage that trademark guillotine.
I was just about to say, Dudaev has really good angles, on his feet. But at the moment, he seems a little bit rolled up. He's getting a bit heavy with his shots, and we're not seeing the sort of movement we come to expect by Dudaev.
Oh, nice right hand just catches the gloves though of Dudaev.
He's got to be careful standing in front of Jubilee because he'll be seeing that sort of power that he has.
Yeah, it was really put on show when he took on number 2 ranked featherweight Adlan Batayev. That short notice fight. That right hand was what brought the beginning of the end of that battle.
I think what straight was coming up to me on this one, Brian. What fight is the pace that this is set already.
Already 5 5-minute rounds, Brad. This is scheduled for, but they are looking like they're ready to go at it hard and heavy right from the first bell. Oh, nice little uppercut there from Dudaev.
And this is what Dudaev has got to do, really. He's got to be a bit more creative getting in and out because Jubilee has the power. But sometimes he can get a little bit overzealous and reckless with some of his strikes.
Oof. Almost met Dudaev's overhand right with a kick up the middle there, Jubilee.
Also what you come to see from Dudaev is these spinning attacks as well. You see he has a good spinning elbow, good spinning back kick. He's done a good job of controlling this sort of distance, being in and out of range. Jubilee missing a lot.
Now Dudaev walking him down, trying to cut the cage off. Oh, nice combination there. High kick as well from Dudaev. Looking excellent now, Brad.
Yeah, he's really looking fresh to for some strange reason. I see Jubilee are kind of looking a little bit flat-footed. We're not come to expect from him.
It has been a fast-paced start. 1 minute 30 left of this first round. A smile from Jubilee. And again, Dudaev stepping in with that little uppercut. The crowd here really are getting behind their fighters. Dudaev being cheered on. Oi! Overhand right. Good boxing from Dudaev though.
To me, that's the whole thing. He's doing a great job of making Jubilee miss. Jubilee has so much power in his hands, but one thing with power, you have to land. And he's missing quite a bit. Dudaev, like I say, he has that little pop where he's in, out, boom, boom, out, boom, boom, out. See that there, just outranged and look to counter. Jubilee is throwing his heavy shots, and you've got to think, the longer this fight goes on and missing like that, you're going to get yourself tired because he's putting everything into his shots.
Oh, and again. Oh, spinning kick. What a response from Dudaev. A jump knee as well, really putting the pace, the pressure on the champion here in the opening round.
Jubilee calling him on.
He's got to be careful though, Brad. He's looking a bit desperate, Jubilee.
He's kind of getting angry. He wants to try and get... Yeah, a little bit of frustration there by the champion.
Indeed. And hands raised there by Abdul Rakhman Dudaev.
Yeah, very good. I mean, he's his creativity that I'm liking from him. He has different looks. He's not looking too desperate with his strikes. He's picking his shots very, very cleverly, where I do feel like Jubilee is a little bit more emotionally invested with his attacks.
And with those attacks, you can see he's trying to make his mark, but by doing that, he's throwing some winging shots, but just not connecting. Look at that turning push kick there.
And the thing, sometimes in the judge's eyes, you see there, he's throwing a big overhand right, and when you miss, sometimes it does look a bit bad and desperate, and he's got to be careful with that as well. One, conserving his energy, and two, not to look too bad.
So round 2 set to go underway. Scheduled for 5-minute rounds. Should it go the distance? The opening round though, very exciting indeed. You'd have to say Dudaev, the cleaner work, the better footwork.
Round 2.
Yeah, impressive first round by Dudaev.
Yeah, Dudaev in the blue corner, Jubileo in the red. What adjustments does Jubileo need to make now, Brad?
He needs to be careful not throwing heavy shots in his first one all the time. He needs to try. There again, see, he's just throwing hard. He's trying to put him out with one shot. But Dudaev is very tricky and clever. He's not there to be hit.
Oh, knee up the middle there. Oof, they're both swinging. Oh, turning side kick. And a smile from Jubileo, but the crowd were happy with that response from Dudaev.
Yeah, again, you go to the creativity. It didn't drop Jubileo, it was more of he was off balance, but it just looks so good and beautiful how creative Dudaev is.
And this, one thing I will say, Dudaev in that first title fight, the ACA 93 against Rustam Kerimov, much more emotional, much angrier in the cage, much more a cerebral fighter tonight though, Brad. He seems very calm. Even at the weigh-ins yesterday, he made a point of going over and shaking the hand and saying hello to his opponent. Oh, that connected. Oh, and now another. Oh! Daniel Jubileo with the right hand has turned it round. Now he's got that under the chin.
And that's deep, Brian. He's going to fight the top pound. He's doing well to survive this. He's in a lot of trouble.
Can Jubileo turn this around? Can Dudaev survive? The crowd cheering him on. What a turnaround, Brad.
It's turned full circle, Brian. Jubileo was in a lot of trouble and then he dropped Dudaev, who could have been over, but now Dudaev is trying to survive. He's actually doing a good job of surviving here.
Looks like he's trying to get that body lock on now, Jubileo. But what a turnaround, and every move that Dudaev makes, the crowd greets it with rapturous applause.
It just shows how dangerous Jubileo is, even when he was hurt. Threw that shot and dropped Abdul Rakhman Dudaev. And I thought that was over, Brian.
The guillotine, the rear naked choke, looked very deep, Brad, but Dudaev got his composure back, fought the hands, made space.
Part of me feels like maybe Jubileo should have carried on striking rather than going for the choke.
But what a round, what a fight here at ACA 112, my goodness.
He's not fighting hands now here, Brian. He's got to be careful here.
Tucking that chin though, now trying, oh, Jubileo's come off the top. Now they're back, listen to this crowd. We have got ourselves a war.
We've got ourselves a fight here, Brian, 100%.
They've both felt each other's power now, both been in trouble. Dudaev though now on the front foot again, trying a spinning attack. Wow. This belt will be earned in full, whoever takes it away tonight.
And this is exactly what you want, Brian, in any sort of title fight. Neither of them want to give an inch. Both of them been hurt. Both of them fight back from dangerous positions.
But both of them have shown the hearts of champions as well to overcome that adversity and to stand face to face now with 1 minute 35 seconds in the second round left.
And I'm going to say again, what a frantic pace this fight has been. This is only the second round of a 5-round fight, Brian. And you've got to think of a Jubileo here, kind of inches away to thinking he won that fight. Yeah. Now he's got to try and dig deep and recover again.
Oh, he clipped him with that left hand, but Dudaev ate it well that time. Oh, they're kicking Arsenal from Dudaev on show. At that moment, Dudaev was dropped after hurting Daniel Jubileo. The crowd could not believe what they were witnessing, but somehow Dudaev survived, and now
you got to feel now both of these fighters kind of semi-taking a little bit of a break. Oh, that's that blitz forward you come to expect from Jubileo.
Oh, jumped me right up the middle there, Brad.
Good low kick as well.
And the more active of the two in this final part of round number 2. Certainly Dudaev. Oh, that came up the middle, blocked by the forearm there of Dudaev. Winging shots from both fighters again. Wow, what a round, Brad, what a round.
Want these two fights to recover, but I think I need to have a recover as well, Brian. My heart was doing all sorts. Both fighters were so close to finishing in that fight. We had Jubilee was hurt first, but when he was hurt, he straight again showed how dangerous he was, catching Dudaev rushing in and dropped him, and then I thought that was over as well. Dudaev somehow, I do not know how he survived this win. I can look back at some of the action. This is where he got caught. So he's hurt with that foot.
You can see he's on wobbly legs.
But he just I think it was actually a left hook. Oh, it was a right overhand.
Oh. And from here, like you said, maybe if he carried on striking, but he went for the submission. Dudaev, though, showing the heart of a champion, fending that choke off. Wow. And then coming back strong at the end of that round as well, Brad. This is a fight. The judges have got their hands full for sure. And the fans in attendance are giving out what a joy this is to watch.
I was just about to say that this is heating up, but it has been hot since the first buzzer.
Without a doubt. Round 3 underway. Jubilee in the red corner, Dudaev in the blue. What will round 3 hold for us? So far, 2 high-paced, furious, back-and-forth rounds. Round 2, both fighters almost finished, both in trouble. Oh, and Dudaev again. That jump is... He's having some success with it. He's thrown 3 or 4 times now, Brad.
Also, where he's good, he's not going to it too much. He's setting up with other strikes. I would like to think he's using more tools as such, with his spinning attacks, with his kicks, his punches with kicks. Where Jubilee has this big overhand right and left hook and a good low kick.
Oh, a nice push kick on the thigh there of Jubilee. Dudaev looks in such good shape.
Yeah, so yet again, he's changing his angles here, giving different looks, not staying there, not staying in front of Dudaev.
We saw his teammate in action earlier on, Salman Jalmandayev, but one of the things that really stood out from him was his footwork, his movement. Now these two have been training together, and you can see how light on the toes Dudaev is.
A little bit of a wince as well there by Jubilee. Let's just see how...
Oh, nearly connected with that, Brad. That little explosion, a warning shot across the bow there of Dudaev.
That's the thing, I do feel like Jubilee has that one-punch knockout sort of power that Dudaev's got to be really well, but you just see how switched on Dudaev when he's on the inside there, trying to find angles. Good, here's that wrestling I'm on about. He's got good wrestling, Jubilee.
And now he's taking the back once again. Look, sets the hooks. One hook on the back of Dudaev right in front of us here.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of just hanging on here. Dudaev doing a good job of standing up tall, trying to make him fall off, trying to peel off one of these hooks.
And he does so. And now he has double underhooks now. Check there from Viktor Koroneev on a low shot. 2 minutes 25, half of this third round gone. Close one between the two. There's a lot of hand fighting going on the inside here, Brad. What?
Yeah, they're kind of tussling for position here. We're seeing them break off clearly now, yep. And this is where sometimes you've got to be a bit careful. Dudaev is so creative off a break. You see like a spinning kick here or spinning elbow. But both fighters are definitely slowed down, which you would expect though from this sort of contest. It's been a frantic pace. In a normal fight, there's only 2 minutes left, but we have 2 more rounds to go.
Yeah, like you said, we still have the championship round. Should we get that far? 1 minute.
Oh, he's hurt!
Oh, is that it? It's over. Oh, Daniel Jubileo with that shot. Oh, he almost injured himself then as well. Daniel Jubileo.
Yeah, that was a beautifully timed jump. Scissor knee, Brian, right into the breadbasket. Took the gas completely out of Dudaev. You see here, boom. Beautiful finish.
Still in pain, Dudaev.
And he silenced the crowd, Brian.
Wow. Such a comeback. That man was in trouble, but you talked about it. It's his versatility, his creativity within the cage that always makes him dangerous. Add to that the power he holds, and he just showed that, finishing Dudaev with a body shot, Brad. Unreal.
Absolutely impressive, Brian. You know, that me was going to be one of his toughest tests at this weight class to defend his belt, and he's passed it with flying colours. A beautiful finish here. Also, he overcome a lot of adversity as well. He's in a lot of trouble within that second round. Nearly had it finished. A beautiful jumping scissor knee. We saw it within the fight as well. Abdul Rakhman Dudaev was doing that a bit himself. Not landing as cleanly as that one there by Jubileo. Beautiful win. He's super excited. Well worth that trip all the way here from Brazil. Defending the title. He's going to take that belt home. And you just looking back at it, it's a beautiful jump in it. As he hit him right in the stomach, you see he could not contain how much that hurt, and the referee had to jump in and stop the fight. It's one of those ones when you get hurt, sometimes you get rocked in the head, you sometimes survive, but when you get hit to the body like that, when it sucks all the wind out of you, it's so hard to recover from. Good sign of respect by the champion here, raising the hand of the challenger Dudaev. Let's make this fight official.
Дамы и господа, время остановки боя 3 минуты и 33 секунды третьего раунда. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time. 3 minutes and 33 seconds of round number 3. Нокаутом одержал победу и остается чемпионом мира ACA в легчайшем весе. Your winner by knockout victory and still ACA bantamweight champion of the world, Daniel Oliveira Jubileo!